Okay, good day everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And we're going to be checking out a bit of Hitman World of Assassination on the PSVR2 today. So this dropped last week, I think around about the 27th of March. I kind of knew that this was due around about well, I knew it was due soon because it was delayed from, I think, November, December last year. It's already released on other platforms, but it's now officially dropped on the PSVR2. And the talk amongst the masses seems to be that this is now the definitive version to play, and the definitive way to play. And it's actually a very good version on the PSVR2. So I've now got the PSVR2 headset on and activated, hence why I'm presented with, you can see my icons on the screen, that's my hands moving there, and that's why I'm presented with this title screen rather than going to what is the regular title screen. And this cost me, because I already own Hitman 3, £7.99 here in the UK. Now, there's various versions of the game available at the moment of Hitman 3, and it's also, as you'll know, as you can see, it's transformed into Hitman World of Assassination, because Hitman 1, 2 and 3 have all kind of amalgamated into one singular title now, so that the whole story, all the missions are all together as part of one big progressive story, because it is one story that continued across the three games. And whereas the original Hitman 1 was episodic, the reboot was released episodically in episodes, Hitman 2 and Hitman 3 both went back to the entire games on the disc. You buy the disc, you've got the entire game to play. Now, I didn't mind Hitman 1 reboot being released episodically, because the nature of this game, with the replay value and the challenges and the different ways and creative ways that you can kill your targets, meant there was a lot of replay value. So I wasn't one of the people that was annoyed by the episodic release schedule of the Hitman 1 Hitman reboot, as it was back in the day. And now we've got it all together anyway, and they've also thrown in a freelancer mode, which is kind of like a rogue mode, a roguelite mode, which they've thrown into the mix. So I'm going to fire into the main menu so that you can see what this is all about. Now, there is, like I say, there's different versions of this available, and the entire game at the moment is on sale on the PSN PlayStation Network sale for just over £23, and that's the entire game. So it includes Hitman 1 through to 3, and also the freelancer mode, and you can play the entirety of the game in full VR. Now, I've got the option on the menu here of turning the VR mode off if I want to, but because I've got the headset on, it's detected I've got the headset on, and by default it's put it on, which is why I was presented with the initial title screen that I was. But now I've come into the full game, and now I can go ahead and play the entire game in VR. And with VR comes a few more little things that you can do within the levels, because they're a little bit more, literally more hands-on. So if I go to I'm gonna level with you, right? I've already had a go with this morning, and I recorded the video, and it presented me with, when it detected that I got the VR mode on, it gave me the option of playing a tutorial, and that tutorial is set on the, if I can find it on here, I'll show you. I'm going the wrong way. It's set on that level there, which was the yacht or the boat, and I've already done that. But I completely messed up the beginning of the video because I wasn't recording my voice. So for about 2 minutes I was speaking and I didn't record my voice, and I completely fluffed it. So I'm recording this video again just so that I can give you a proper intro to the video and give you the background of how much the game costs, what you get with the games, and what different versions there is, etc. But I'm not getting the prompts now to do the tutorial. But you'll see when I splice these two videos together, I'll be jumping straight into that mission anyway, and you'll see how it plays out anyway when I splice the two videos together, because I'm doing the intro again. So The full game, World of Assassination, is available for just over £23 in the PlayStation Network sale at the moment, which includes Hitman 1 through to 3, including the freelancer mode, and the entire thing can be played in VR. And there is also various versions available, where you can have World of Assassination Part 1, World of Assassination Part 2, which gives you watered down experiences and not quite all the levels and all the elusive targets that they introduced to the game as well, where you could go around killing celebrities playing characters in the game, because they used to periodically drop elusive targets. With that as well, they did release a free starter pack, and that is listed. If you are on the PlayStation Store and you click the 3 dots and you select version, there is a free starter pack. And I believe, from reading the forums this morning, that those levels can also be played in VR if you have the PSVR2 headset. Now, strangely enough, it's kind of done me a little bit of a favour re-recording this video as well, because when I opened the box just to record this video, I noticed that I'd got a code inside the box for downloading Hitman 3 and playing it in VR. And at first I thought, oh, have I done myself out of a bit of money here? When they launched the game back in 2020, I think it was, or was it 21? It might have been 21, January 21. When they released the game, did they include a code in the box so that when they eventually released VR version, because they knew they were going to get it free? But on closer inspection, I realised that it was to play the PlayStation 4 version of Hitman 3 in VR. So it was a code so that you were able to download the PlayStation 4 version and then play said version on the PSVR 1, not the PSVR 2. Because the PSVR 2 obviously wasn't around then anyway. So unless they got hindsight and they knew exactly what their plans were, then no. So I haven't done myself out of a code. I thought I'd done myself out of code, and I'm going to have to contact Sony asking for a refund. But reading the small print, and it's a good job I did, because there was an expiry date on it as well, saying that the code in the box expired in 24. And I'm like, well, the codes were expired anyway, so not only am I going to have to contact Sony to ask for a refund, but also my code's expired. I might never have redeemed it. What can you do? But ignore all that, because I got it wrong. It's for the PlayStation 4 version of the game, so that you can then play it on the PSVR 1 headset. Because if you remember, for a limited period of time, they let people who got the PSVR 1 order an adapter that let you connect your PSVR 1 to a PlayStation 5. And that adapter, I believe, was free, but it was only available limited time. So, I digress anyway, and I'm waffling, just to give you the backdrop of what's included, because I believe when other people could play the PSVR version of this on the PSVR 1, and I never did. So I am not au fait with how this plays out in VR, and I don't know. I've seen on the forums a lot of people singing its praises. I've also seen a few people saying there's a few odd decisions in the game with regards to when you're climbing ladders, ledges, drain pipes, etc., that it throws you out into a third-person mode. But you'll see me touch on that as I play the game, because that happens in the game, and you see me play out this training level here. So without further ado, as it stands now, I'm going to load the level. So I've got to kill this guy on this makeshift boat that's inside of a big massive pipe, and I've got to kill Calvin Ritter. So you've got your objectives. There's no briefing, is it, on this one, with it being a prologue, but you've got your different challenges as well, different methods of different ways you can kill him, strangle him. I've done some of these. These must be saved on the server, hopefully, because I've got a sneaky suspicion, and again I touch on this when I play the level, that there's a small chance that I might have lost my story progress, but I'm not overly sure yet. But we'll see how it goes. But anyway, for the time being, the briefing, without further ado, we'll get this show on the road.
Welcome to Advanced Mission Training. This operation originally took place in Sydney. The target was Calvin Ritter, infamous cat burglar, also known as the Sparrow. You will need to infiltrate the yacht, isolate and eliminate your target.
So this is flat in my headset right now. This scene is fully flat. It looks sharp enough. It looks great in the headset, but it's fully flat.
In any room, but blunt force will get you nowhere in this business. And a true assassin never calls attention to himself. Good luck, Initiate.
And I have seen other players, so I've got hands.
You exhibit
I can make fists.
a level of enhanced sensory perception. Use your instinct now to assess the position and movement of people.
Not sure what movement I've got. Oh, full locomotion, so that might not be sick, but we'll see how it is. So locate the target using instinct. So old square. So he's up there. So that scene was in full flat, and what I was about to say was I have seen other people playing or streaming this game, and there's some oddities with that's creating a little bit of a not a divide as such, but a little bit of discussion around whether people like it or don't like it. But when you're doing things like climbing up poles, I believe the game switches to a third-person mode. So if you're climbing up drain pipes, poles, ledges, ladders, it switches to a third-person perspective. But as soon as you get to the top of the ladder or the pole, etc., or jump through a window, it switches you back into the VR, as I am now. Which is a bit, like I say, it's a bit strange, and I've seen it not dividing people in a negative way, just people going, I'm not sure if I like it or not, you know, takes you kind of out of the moment. And the other thing was that it used to just fade to black, so when you started climbing the ladder it would fade to black, and when you got to the top of the ladder the game would come back on. Left you in the game a bit more than stripping you back in third person. But anyway, so remembering this level, so right stick is doing my whole turn. And if I remember this level, seeing as this is the training level, I think I have to get a disguise from a guy over there. Can I point? Or just make a fist? Raw! Let's go. He walks quite slow. We'll go... Let me just... is it worth having a look at the options? Let me have a look at the options, if there is any. Have we got teleport, VR comfort? Here we go. So you've got VR blinders. Blinders, what are blinders? Are they the things that he puts like a vignette round to VR blinder strength? It probably will be. VR turn mode, snap. VR turn degree, 45. VR turn speed. VR head base movement, off. VR fade on collision, dominant hand automatic. So it doesn't look like, even though this is the VR comfort screen, it doesn't look like we've actually got any locomotion option. It's literally you are walking. There's no, not locomotion, sorry, the other one, teleport. Teleport to a spot, bang, done. It's full locomotion on this by the looks of it. So we'll stick with how it is then, in that case. Just, in fact, let me... Can you not run? Let me just stand back here again where I started the game, where I started this level, and let me just take this in, and let me just describe this to you. Because, again, from what I've seen other people playing this video since it launched on the PSVR2, I believe it launched on other platforms before the PSVR2, and the PSVR2 was the last platform to get this last week. It has been available on other platforms for a while. I think it was delayed on PSVR2 because it was originally supposed to be around about November, December time last year, and was delayed and then dropped. I knew it was dropping this year, but I completely lost track of the date and stopped watching the date, and then when it dropped last week I was like, oh, I didn't realise it was so close, and it's dropped, and there you go, it's there. So $7.99, I've already owned the full game, kind of like a no-brainer, and I'd seen a lot of people singing its praises, saying even though the PSVR2 version was the last version that dropped, it's probably one of the better looking versions, if not the best looking version of this. And I've got to say, as I'm stood here, sharpness of those cars, the guy working there, the animations, the scale of that up there is unbelievable. And just things like the detail around here and the graphics, it's lost nothing at all. Some games usually lose a little bit of the fidelity once they're put in VR. This has lost absolutely nothing whatsoever. This is, and I would say that this is up there with the Horizon Call of the Mountain as one of the best looking VR games I have seen. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is unbelievable. I should have touched on that as soon as I was dropped inside his head in this level, because I'm so used to this level from a flat perspective rather than a VR perspective. But anyway, let's get to the job at hand and let's go. I've already located the target. So approach the gangway.
Where do you think you're going? You're not coming through here.
As suspected, security won't allow you on board in your current outfit. We should avoid confrontation and look for another way in.
So this is so this mission is like playing the first mission that we played in flat, where it did kind of guide you through it, but now it's doing exactly the same, but from a VR perspective, which is good. Yeah, I'm digging that. So X the vault. So I've teleported straight over. There was no animation as such. Reach hands towards the neck and press the 2 big triggers to subdue the mechanic.
That mechanic is in your way. Sneak up and subdue him quietly.
Detail in his face, Jesus. So disguise yourself, so it's the other buttons now, so put him over here. So I'm trying to disguise. To pick up an enemy's outfit, reach towards their belt. Hold R1 or L1 and pull. To put in the disguise, hold the cloth bundle close to your chest and release. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go.
His clothes. That's a first. Might just work though. People do tend to see uniforms.
Illegal items. Certain items are considered. So this is switched to a weird flat screen now. Certain items are considered illegal depending on your current outfit. Avoid suspicion by concealing the illegal item. Some large items, however, cannot be concealed. Understood.
Be cautious though. Some people are more observant than others.
Oh, conceal the body. Hang on. So where am I going to be concealing the body? In there. Let me just I've still got his body, yeah.
Right. They won't find him anytime soon.
Right, board the yacht. To be fair, for this demo, hang on, save and load. The game does not auto-save on playing VR. You can manually save and load from the menu. Press the options to enter the menu. And then save. I assume that's save then, yeah? Yeah. So yeah, I had all intents and purposes, for all intents and purposes, should I say, that I was going to look at doing the Hawke's Bay level, as I said at the beginning of this video, because it's the one I'm familiar with.
Act normal.
But this one might take up majority of the time. But it's achieving what I want to achieve. It's going to let me see
Hi there.
how the VR content is. People watch with the threat icon will find you suspicious. Make sure they do not spot you. Yeah. Yeah. We know this.
That mechanic with his back turned?
So guy with the dot above his head
An enforcer. He knows his crew and
knows
right through your disguise,
that I'm
so stay out of his line of sight.
not an employee. Because he knows his staff is essential at the scene. Yo.
You're in. Well done, Initiate. Right, now for the tricky part. Start by locating your target. Intel suggests he's around the bar area.
Clearly something I ought to be doing. I don't know why Mr. Ritter lugs it around. Never see him drive it, not once.
One bit. Wish Bernie cared about art, but no. Bernie likes musicals. Have you tried?
Are you doing anything after? Just got to go take care of a guy over there, yeah? Are you, do you want to go have a drink? What, you can come too.
Subtle type,
Yeah. No issues. Yeah? You both want to come? Sound. Right, so I'll catch you in about half hour, yeah? Cool.
Mr. Mechanic?
Officer?
When Mr. Norfolk arrives, fix him a drink and have Bert take the seat.
For sure, Mr. I'll keep an eye on it. Hello there.
Not suspicious at all. Nothing going on here. At all.
Okay, this is gonna be messy if we let the
Mrs.
mechanics.
Private Deck is off limits for mechanics.
You need to go back.
If assimilation is the name of your game, you'll need a better disguise.
Hello. I'm Terry Norfolk. I'm here to see if you can help me. Mr. Norfolk,
Knock out the crewman.
just fruit you.
No one's me knock him out rather than subdue, yeah? Throwing blunt items at people, knock them out, and not eliminate them. If they are found, they will be woken up.
Thank you very much.
Someone is becoming suspicious of you. If you are spotted in an area where you do me wrong, handle illegal items or perform illegal actions, guards will attempt to arrest you, whereas civilians will call for help.
Well, that's gonna leave a mark. Good thing we have insurance. Okay. Unlike mechanics, the cabin crew is allowed upstairs access. I see what you're getting.
Oh, I've dropped him. Hang on.
Very unorthodox.
Whoa.
I like it.
The only problem with VR is when I'm doing that and walking and I want to go forward backwards, I start to wobble. I start to actually wobble back and forwards. Yeah, those controls are a bit. I'll take a bit of getting used to because of the way that you have to contextually do it. Infiltrate Ritter's private deck. So I've got nothing illegal on me, have I? That was up. How you doing? Just got the soup on in there. Will you do me a favour? If you hear it bubbling over, will you go and check it for me? I just need to go take a leak.
This is awesome. Hi.
Hi.
The target's private deck. Now we're getting somewhere. But according to intel, Ritter is another enforcer who picks his own cabin crew. So tread carefully.
Oh, so now I've got this outfit on, and not the mechanic's outfit on. He knows, because he's now got a suspicious dot above his head, that I'm not part of his staff. Unless...
The target will spot you if you get too close. To eavesdrop on his conversation, try and find a way to blend in.
So there you go, Ritter knows his crew. You can hide in plain sight by blending in behind the bar.
Hero, Calvin. They don't exist.
Not with that attitude.
Already?
They don't.
Buddy, making us look bad. Chew your food, why don't you?
See, there you go, see? So it's switched to a third person. I can spin around my character, which is bizarre, but it's switched to a third person perspective, which is very strange.
Can I offer you a drink?
Oh, no thank you. No. Not before 6. My wife is very insistent about that.
My sympathies. So, excellent timing. I just had the computer set up in my office. Shall we?
Yes, please. Lead the way.
Nice impression. If we win, you can fix me a drink. Anyway, sounds like Ritter is about to have a private meeting with the gentleman in white.
So not only climbing ladders, poles, etc., but blending in also flips you to a third person out of VR body head camera, so to speak. Hi, looking great. Sunglasses indoors. I'm loving the look. We're on a ship, but it's not a real ship. We're inside a pipe, just so that you know. Okay? But I'm digging the look.
Clearly, Ritter doesn't want to be disturbed. Try sneaking round the back.
Sneaking round the back. That's what she said.
Election in Boston a couple of years back.
My survival song went broke.
Evening, folks.
Sunk like a stone.
You having a good time?
Go then. Probably just told his friends the painting was stolen, so he wouldn't have to admit that he was selling off his assets.
Sounds reasonable.
Almost there.
Whoever makes it to market first in this reactor will become the king of the world.
Well, I'm rooting for you.
Now is your chance. Use your silent pistol or the client will notice.
Give me a second. It's just on the tip of my tongue.
Maybe what?
Help me, somebody! Please kill this maniac! He's on to me!
I'm calling for help.
Well, that didn't go to plan. Look at me shaking. Haunted, right, hang on.
You have been compromised. Quickly, try and lose them and change your disguise.
Right, hang on. I know it foots me a fair way back, but I'm going to save. I'm going to load. I'm going to save just before I try that, because my hand was all shaky then. I completely missed him. And there's no aim. Oh my god, it's put me here actually. I forgot how long ago it was I saved it. Never mind. Right, okay.
This particular uniform should get you access through the staff entrance. Just act normal. Hold on. That mechanic with his back turned? He's what we call an enforcer. He knows his crew and he'll see right through your disguise. So stay out of his line of sight. You're in. Well done, Initiate. Right. Now for the tricky part. Start by locating your target.
I've seen you before. I'm getting a bit of deja vu. Never mind.
Not one bit. Wish Bernie cared about art, but no. Bernie likes musicals.
That is your target, Mr. Ritter. Unfortunately, the place is crawling with witnesses. I suggest you follow him. See if you can't isolate him.
This is not the goddamn hangar, son.
To be
Can't have any
expected. British private deck is off limits for mechanics. If assimilation is the name of your game, you'll need a better disguise.
So we know all this. We're skipping these.
Well, that's gonna leave a mark. Good thing we haven't insurance. Okay. Unlike mechanics, the cabin crew is allowed upstairs access. I see what you're getting at. Very unorthodox. I like it.
Evening. Officer.
The target's private deck. Now we're getting somewhere. But according to intel, Ritter is another enforcer who picks his own cabin crew. So tread carefully.
Yes, we know. Blend in.
The target will spot you if you get too close. To eavesdrop on his conversation, try and find a way to blend in.
Out of the game while you still can.
The Sparrow.
Blending in, I see. Well done, Initiate.
Superhero count. They don't exist.
Not with that attitude, they don't. Mr. Norfolk, so good of you to fly down. Can I offer you a drink?
Oh, no thank you. No. Not before 6. My wife is very insistent about that.
My sympathies. So, excellent timing. I just had the computer set up in my office. Shall we?
Yes, please. Lead the way.
Nice impression.
Oh, so you can zoom in and out as well,
You can fix me a drink.
using the right stick.
Sounds like Ritter is about to have a private meeting with the
Looking good.
gentleman in white. This could be
Looking good.
Hey, sailor boy.
Clearly, Ritter doesn't want to be disturbed.
Oh, that's
Try sneaking round the back.
officer, gentlemen. Not gonna get you through here, though. Sorry.
Thing is,
Move on.
I could have sworn it was stolen from the Stuyvesant's private collection in Boston a couple of years back.
Here, I'll pull the files for you.
Right, I'm going to save just in case it goes pear-shaped again.
Not my usual scene technology. Most of my clients are art collectors. So what is it anyway? Some type of reactor?
Well, not just a reactor, Mr. Ritter. It's more of a
Hold on.
revolution. 50 years ahead of its time, maybe even more, maybe 75 or 100. I don't mean to boast, but whoever makes it to market first with this reactor will become the king of...
Well, I'm rooting for you.
Now is your chance. Use your silent pistol or the client will notice.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Slipped your mind.
The target is down. Now head calmly towards an exit. Be advised, Initiate. ICA clients rely on our discretion and do not expect collateral damage.
Look at all those stupid snobs.
The red car marks your exfiltration point. Simply push the button and you're in the clear.
And go out the way I came. I can probably go past the two coppers, to be fair. Did your friend leave you? I'm sorry. Your break was over 5 minutes ago, mate. But I'll let you off because I'm busy. And job's a good one.
Training complete. And may I say, elegantly done, Initiate. I guess my hunch was right about you. I look forward to the final test.
The final test?
How did you know?
I told you he had talent.
His stats are off the charts. Such skills and reflexes. They could only be the result of previous training. Power like that, with no moral restraint, he could be dangerous.
I thought that was rather the point, sir.
All agents have weak spots, Miss Burnwood. Pressure points to keep them in check. But this one... Perhaps it would be better to just...
Give me a chance, sir. Give him a chance. I will take full responsibility.
Very well. It's your show.
Something's just occurred to me that might put a spanner in the works.
As an ICA agent, every challenge you face can be overcome in multiple ways. Complete this exercise again, this time attacking it from a different angle. Vary your strategy. Improvise. We will be watching.
In fact, it doesn't matter because I forgot that it was going to do this. Freeform training. Before the final test, you are allowed more time to practice the Ritter operation. You are free to choose your approach and you can use the challenges to guide you. We encourage you to complete as many challenges as possible. So these are the challenges. Right, so I was just about to say that I've got a feeling that I won't be able to show you the level that I wanted to show you on this video today, which was the Hawke's Bay one, set in, I think, in a little island in New Zealand, or a little house on the beach in New Zealand. Because when I booted this up today, when I not reinstalled this, but when I installed and updated this today, even though I had it installed on my other hard drive, it started up as if it was the first time I was booting it up, wanting to accept license agreements and stuff. So I've got a feeling that my game progress isn't saved. And it still might not be, unless it's saved on a server. If these are saved on a server, but my game progress is saved on the hard drive, then I think I've lost all my progress in terms of how far I was along in the story. If that's saved locally on the hard drive, not in the server as I think these are, because this game does require an online connection. But that's probably for syncing these challenges, because these challenges I've just noticed are still ticked off. And yet when the game booted up today, for some bizarre reason my save game didn't come down, and I think that might be because I switched over to a PS5 Pro in November, and I've not downloaded my save from the cloud. But we shall see. We shall see. So let's have a look at this challenge here. Not for human. Poison the target with rat poison. I thought I got that already. So how do you access them again? Let me have a look. Not there. Not there. So what we got here? That's a lot of pick. That's an explosive device. So bring your hand to your chest, hold the R1 button down to bring up your inventory. Use the right stick to flip that around and pick one. To get on the ship, I'm going to have to do the same thing I did before, aren't I? That's a given, that is. So at least get on the yacht, say ship, yacht, makeshift yacht, in a pipe. I know that. Game. Die! Die! I'm only messing, I'm not that sadistic. Disguise your paramount success. The correct disguise will grant you access to an area, allow you to bypass security and hide in plain sight. However, certain people known as enforcers will still be able to see through your disguise. Yes, we know this. We know this. He moves slow when he's dragging a body. Disappointingly, in VR, just for the record, we've got no reflections. In the flat game, pretty sure Hitman, pretty good at giving reflections in all forms of mirrors. Pretty spot on with it, to be fair, but VR, it's gone. I'm a vampire. I want to suck your blood. Evening again. It would be a lovely day if we weren't stuck in this pipe. I mean, look at that blue sky, and we're stuck in this pipe. Just saying. Hi.
Better make a mental note to strap this thing down tight before we take off. Don't want any scratches now.
Ride like this? Shame. My sister's husband got a model just like it.
Yeah? What did he do?
Really something I don't know.
Why Mr. Ritter left it around?
Rat poison. Put that on me.
Such an eye for
So,
detail.
to a
Colors,
degree,
fabrics,
again, ladies, it's leaving to me to my own devices a little bit more here.
care.
Yeah, I fully agree. Yeah, yeah.
If this is what Mr. Ritter's
j-
yacht looks
yeah.
like, I wouldn't mind seeing that house of his in Switzerland. Oh, not one bit.
So where is he?
Wish Bernie cared about art, but no. Bernie likes
Upstairs. So
musicals.
can I get upstairs? I can't get upstairs soon, can I, without this outfit? I don't think. I was just curious whether everything is up for anything's free game for grabbing. Door does shut, yeah, just checking. Someone is aware of you. To see whom, hold square to use instinct and look around. Those aware will light up in orange. Avoid them, incapacitate them, or obtain a disguise to avoid detection. Looks a bit bland, this. So I need to get his poisonous drink, I think. That's what I'm going to attempt to do. Might go well, might not.
Grab a hold of Bird over there. He'll take you upstairs.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
So that guy, Sword Square. So who's the guy who's aware of me? Who's lighting up in orange? I can't see anybody other than Ritter. Ritter's up there. I can't see anybody who's lit up in orange who's aware of me. Unless I was supposed to do it when I was up there. Does he come back down here, or has he got a private bar up there? I'm trying to think. Evening. When blending in, enforcers in current disguise are unable to spot you. This is indicated by the blank icon over their head. Aha!
This sparrow cannot die.
You're not a superhero, Calvin. They don't exist.
Well, not with that attitude, they don't.
Yeah, so right stick has let me zoom in and out. Oh, there's his drink. I could have put his drink, but then that guy might have seen. Wonder if you go downstairs, get a top up. Because this isn't like a bar, is it? I can't save him here. I'm going to be able to save him as such. Gotta be careful moving from here now. As soon as I move from here, he needs to nap off. Yeah, that guy is going to spot me dot to that drink. Or poison that drink, not dot to that drink. I wonder if you'll go get a top up. I can get on to the bar, see if he turns up at the bar. Tell you what I will do, seeing as I'm at this point, drop a save, and can I blend in behind here? No, I can't. I thought he was right above me. He's just patrolling back and forth there. Oh no, he's talking to that guy now. Trying to wonder where he ends up.
Hello, sailor. Excellent timing. I just had the computer set up in my office.
Not a man of simple taste, then, Cal.
Oh shit, actually select them.
What?
Oh, been spotted.
Hey, don't you know this is a restricted area?
Sorry.
Man, you're not getting away. You better start concentrating on what's going on around here. There's a trespass.
Oh, non-target killed. Right, hang on. Right, that was going ever so well up until the point he turned up and spotted me. So I need to be quicker. And it was only because I was a bit lost with the old figuring out how to get things out of the inventory.
Not a man of...
Right, plenty of time. He hasn't come yet. He's not come here yet. So I'm not trespassing now. Shame I can't stand here and blend in. Yeah, he does see me through the window, so...
You gotta be kidding me.
Why is it not getting off? Well, what's it not? Why is it not getting off? Oh, he's calling him to investigate it.
What irresponsible person left a weapon lying around?
Wow, so you got the blueprints.
I'll buy lunch if you go check out whatever.
Oh, oh my god! I think they've disabled it. Right, let's load it again. Trial and error. We're getting there. Trial and error. So, I mean, hats off to the guy. It's not like some other games where the NPCs and the AI is dumb as shit and they didn't spot the fact that I'd put an explosive device there. Hats off to the game devs for getting that little detail in of the fact that I can't just stick it in plain sight and not expect the guy to see it. Game! You'll see that again though. Nothing to see here yet. You haven't spotted it this time.
So you got the blueprints. Most impressive.
People get what they pay for.
Tools of the trade. You have completed a challenge. By completing challenges, you increase your mastery level. A complete list of available challenges can be found in the menu. Press the options button to access your mission information at any time.
I need help now. Hey, I need some help here.
Pretty sure it has me doing another test after. And it's in the hangar, isn't it? But I can freely walk out of here, yeah?
Yeah, okay. I got you, man. Friendly.
Good day to you, sir.
Look at the shadows up there. Because they've got, obviously I'm inside a pipe in this simulation, but they've simulated sunlight coming across the river from the yacht, and the shadows up there. The detail is awesome. And it looks sharp as anything. honestly stand by what I said at the beginning of this video, that this is up there with some of the best VR content I've seen.
Once again, great work, Initiate. This exercise is available for as long as you need. When you are ready to advance, you have only to let us know.
So I think if I remember rightly, the way this played out was the final test was the hangar. This is all training, obviously. So I've ticked off explosive device up there now. You can just about see where my hand is supposed to be. Look, hello. So, like, my level is saved. I'm just concerned that my actual game progress isn't saved. Final test is a hangar. I'm not going to do that because I want to look at something else before I end this video. If it takes me back to the main menu, or
Welcome back.
I'm going to go back to the main menu. Pretty sure the final test is an aircraft carrier. Hangar. Game mode arcade, turn VR on or off. I've got VR on. Let's see if it lets me. Hawke's Bay. Does it let me play it? I've done the 3 challenges for the Halloween, that was last year. I might be alright, you know, it might let me play it. Yeah, play casual. Planning. Smuggled item. Beach shack. And I'm going to smuggle in there. Sniper rifle. And then play. It's going to be interesting things in terms of like when you're playing it flat, you obviously you walk, you get on the beach, you go in, and I can crouch in the grass and stuff. I'm wondering how this is going to play out in terms of crouching. Do I need to physically crouch? Will there be a button to crouch? Look at this. Oh my word. Oh, and a White House in the distance there as well. It's got any watch on. Look at the clothes. Oh my god. This looks nothing short of stunning. And being a game that I know and I'm familiar with, and I'm on a level that I'm very, very familiar with, and playing it where I'm literally planted on the ground inside his head, it's insane. It's insane.
At the location. No hostile presence.
Understood. Alma Reynard's house is just up the beach. Our intel indicates that she and her team are laying low, most likely planning the militia's next strike.
Reynard is one of the Shadow Client's top lieutenants, and yet she's not a target.
Not yet, anyway. She's no doubt high on our client's list, but for now, it's information we seek. Infiltrate the house and get
Look at the grass.
your client. That for some B&E 47.
I'm just going to put my other earbud in, because I haven't put my I put my surround sound high enough. So the beach shack is there, that where I smuggled the sniper rifle. Let's go get the sniper rifle. Like I say, when I get this, I won't be able to conceal this. But I don't think it matters, because if I remember this level now, I don't think there's anyone here to start off with. Is it this shack that I've smuggled it, or somewhere else? I can't see anything. Must be a different shack, you know. That must be a different shack. Unbelievable. Just going to head down here to see if I can find this other shack. Yeah, here we go. Now I assume that's on my back. Right, let's get in the house. Oh, I haven't got a key, have I? I said, you know, it's funny, I said that I'm familiar with this level, because I'll do this level because I'm familiar with this one. Can I remember how to get in? No. I've got a lot pick. No, I haven't got a lot pick. I'm getting mixed up with the last level that I did, and I don't think this will let me open the door. We'll keep it on us anyway. I'll add that to the arsenal. Unlock door. It must be the garage. I wonder if it was the garage I went in. I wonder if the garage is the first place you go in. Oh. How does it go all the way through? There we go.
Bodies. Male and female. Early 30s. Executed.
I see them. Poor bastards. Looks like Reynard's grisly handiwork, all right. She was never shy about collateral damage.
The owners?
Don't think so. The house is registered to a non-existing environmental NGO. This feels more like identity theft. Like you, Reynard is known to use disguises. Keep looking, 47. Nothing we can do for these people now.
Okay. I've got a sneaky suspicion that I'm approaching the 1 hour mark. And I don't want to lose any of the footage that I've saved already. So, I'm going to end the video here. And I'll do a full playthrough of this level on my next video from the start to finish. So that I've got the other stuff, the tutorial stuff, done. But what I've seen so far, and the fact that we can play the entire game in VR, absolutely incredible. And it looks absolutely stunning. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already so that you don't miss any additional content, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I post said content up. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.